Hi everybody. Thank you for watching my video, and please like, subscribe, and comment. Please share, tell your friends to need subscribers. So this video is going to be about people with depression. I'm not sure if I made a video and the YouTube put it down. I really don't know. I don't think they would. I don't have that many subscribers, so I don't even know if they even really look at my stuff. So like that. But okay, this video is supposed to be about people with depression, meaning if you have it, just if you don't, it doesn't really matter. So if you have depression, believe me, you're not alone. It's not easy, and don't feel bad that you have depression, because I know some people try to make other people with depression feel bad that they have depression. Not everybody understands people with depression. You kind of actually have to have it, or at least had it, to really understand. But everybody goes through depressions in different ways. And it is not a good thing to hide your depression. It kind of makes it worse. When it does with depression, I would prefer you not to be alone. Definitely not to. I prefer you not to be in your room all day long. I prefer you not to push people away. I prefer you not to do anything that puts you in danger or put anyone else in danger, or anything bad or illegal, because I know sometimes depression can make you do the most craziest things in the world. Depression is not easy. It is really hard. A lot of people have it. A lot of people you will not tell. You can't tell sometimes when people have depression. It's pretty hard to deal with. It's really, really hard to deal with. And in my opinion, if you have depression, you gotta figure out what kind of triggers it the most. So you know exactly what to be aware of. You know what to be away of. Or try to protect yourself from having it. Some people have to take pills for depression. It works for some people, so maybe you might need to see a doctor if it's depression, even though I understand that some people out there are probably scared to even talk to family members or friends about their depression, but you got to talk to somebody. And if it's real bad, you really need to talk to a doctor. Even if you're scared, don't worry, it's going to be fine. And it will. But with depression, you kind of can't tell the world about it. So, meaning, if you have depression, don't really post it on anything, or Snapchat it, or whatever, tweet it, or whatever. There's so many apps out there. I can't keep track. Okay, so don't post it like that. Don't post it on any social media. Don't be saying I am depressed today. Okay, don't do it. Because believe me, let's just say I did stuff like that. It's not a good idea, because then people are going to ask you what is wrong, and you don't want to talk about it too. And not everybody's going to understand that you're depression. And a lot of people are going to say to you, most likely, that you can control it. Depends on what type of depression you are, but most of the time you really can't control it. Definitely if you have it for years, it's not something easy you can just control. But there will be people out there, if you do say it in public, say it anywhere online and says I'm depressed, there's most likely going to be people coming to you trying to figure out what's wrong. So if it's something that you don't care about the world knowing, then I guess, but I still wouldn't do that if I was you. But if it's something like depression, sometimes you get depressed and there's nothing wrong. You can be happy and having the best time ever. You can have the most greatest day ever, wonderful day, and you just get depressed out of the blue. That happens. People don't understand that. I understand when that situation happens. Try to think about something that makes you happy, like in your head, or try to listen to music. Sometimes it that can cheer you up, but no sad music. If you have depression, and if you are in a situation where you have to kind of snap out of that depression real fast, no sad music. listen to something happy. And also, if you have depression, I prefer you not to listen to sad music at all, in my opinion, because it kind of makes it worse. Um, in my opinion, and try to meditate. That is also because it's gonna help you relax. It's gonna help you get some stress out of you. So try to meditate, do some yoga. There's videos even about it on YouTube where you can just watch and they show you kind of how to meditate and yoga and stuff like that. And just be careful when you have depression. Also, it's very dangerous, and I guess people don't realize that it's dangerous. I guess some people I know they think it's a joke. Some people do think depression is a joke where we just choose to be depressed or something. I'm not saying I have it or not, but maybe no, like I'm not saying I don't have it or not, but okay. Sorry. Um, it's just in my opinion. My opinion. Depression is a very serious thing. So if you have it or if you think you have it, please take it seriously. Because depression can make you have some bad thoughts. Um and you don't want bad thoughts. You want good thoughts. Okay? So, try to do things fun. And I know when you're depressed, you think nothing's fun. So do things that you might think is fun, or what you do, or what you like to do. But laying in your bed all day is not really going to help you with your depression. It's just going to make it worse. And it's going to be harder to control that way. Believe me, it will. The longer you lay down in your bed, the less that you do with your life, it is harder to control that depression. And tell people who you can trust about it. Don't keep depression to yourself, though, please. I don't care how scared you are. Tell someone that you have it. Tell someone. And in my opinion, if I was like people out there with depression, I would do things that are pretty much safe. Like working out can make you get some stress off of you, kind of. It depends what type of person you are. Watching movies could, but don't watch a movie what you're depressed about. Like if you're depressed about a certain situation, like for example, um, friendship. Don't watch a movie about friendship if that's what you're depressed about, or a relationship, or something like that. Don't watch a movie about a relationship then, because it's going to just make you remind you of what the reason why you're depressed about, anyways. So don't watch a movie or listen to music that is what is depressing you. Sometimes if you don't know what is depressing you and you kind of just don't know, then you can pretty much watch anything. Just don't watch any sad movies. Like it's hard to control, I know. Like you could just be walking and then just depressed out of the blue. You just kind of have to try to get ready for it. Meaning, wake up in the morning and just tell yourself it's going to be a good day. Just tell yourself and just think like of positive things. And when you think any depression, even if it is hard, tell yourself, repeat it in your head that it's going to get better. I'm going to be okay. Don't give up on it. Don't give up. Tell yourself that every single time. Like, because I know when you have depression and that can happen out of the blue, it is very awkward and it's very hard because it's like you don't want anybody to really know that you have it. So, and don't take advantage of it. Like, don't, because some people are going to tell you that you want it for attention, also. I know people will. People will definitely tell you that you are doing this for attention, or people are going to say that. Don't let it bother you, okay? No one's going to understand. If they don't have depression, or if they don't have it, or had it, they're not going to understand. They're not going to be telling you, oh, yay, I'm going to do, like, that you're just saying this for attention. No, People don't understand, and you can't get mad at them for saying those type of things because they don't understand. They don't. So you gotta accept it sometimes. Like, you gotta understand, you gotta accept it, but you just have to learn, and you have to learn how to control it too. Meaning, I understand it is hard to control your depression, and everybody, you lose friends over it. You lose people that you love the most. You may lose family members, relationships, like friends. Everybody knows, like, who has depression secretly knows that it's always a risk to lose someone because of depression. That's why sometimes people keep it to themselves. But sometimes it's best to not keep it to just yourself. It's best to tell other people at the same time. But I mean, for example, if you do have friendships or in relationships or something like that and you have depression, it is very hard to tell the person because most likely they're not going to understand. So sometimes if you have depression, you gotta just, I'm not saying deal with it on your own or anything like that, but you gotta trust somebody. But not everybody's gonna understand. And like, most people are afraid that, oh, I'm gonna lose them as a friend. Then just don't tell that person. Because I know most people are gonna tell you, just don't be that friend, but or don't be their friend no more if they're just gonna not accept it. You can't expect everybody to accept depression or believe you in general, to be honest. Not everyone's going to believe that you have depression. Not everybody's going to take it seriously either. Some people are just going to say it's in your head. Some people say it's temporary. Depression is never forever. Depression is not forever. But it depends on who you are and it depends what situation it is. But it's not a forever situation. But if it's something that you kind of have to get better at it, depression is like something you kind of have to fight. But you can't, like, it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say that you're gonna be, you're not, you're gonna be fixed in a day. I'm not gonna say that. No. So, and for some people, just coping, meaning just talking about what's on your mind and nobody texting you, like, no one trying to say, like, a lot of people, like, if you are one of those type of people who just want to tell someone what's on your mind and you don't care about that advice at all, you just want to say what's on your mind, then just tell a person that you're close to, that you trust, that you know that is not going to tell the world about your business. Just tell them, hey, I just need to tell you some stuff what's on my mind, and I don't need advice or anything by it. Just tell that person, like, I just need somebody to talk to. And just make sure make sure you tell them, I just want you to listen. That's all I want. Like, I don't really want any advice. I just need somebody right now. Tell a person like that if that's what helps you. Depression, everyone copes in it in a different way. That's the bad part. Sadly, not in the best ways. Very, very bad ways. Some people cope with it. That's why you need to learn how to control your depression. It is very hard to control it, but you need to figure out ways to control it. It's very hard. And don't think this depression's forever. I mean, it kind of depends on, like, what type of thing you're going through. Like, if you're going through, like, stuff, and sadly, if it's just like keeps repeating or something, like, you gotta help yourself. Meaning, sometimes you gotta fight depression on your own. I do not prefer you to do that, but sometimes there's literally no one around you where you gotta do it and you don't have a choice. You gotta fight it then. Don't think depression is a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. It sucks. Please don't think that depression is going to ruin your life. It's not going to ruin your life unless you make it, unless you let it ruin your life. If you can at least control it a little bit, you won't be scared to be happy. meaning stuff like that. In my opinion, though, if you have depression really bad where you're scared for your own self, please tell somebody or call the hotline, or don't just sit there. No. The worst signs for depression, like, is just sitting there every day and just thinking life is miserable. You know what? It's not miserable. It's only miserable if you make it that way. Life can be, it's a beautiful thing. It doesn't have to be miserable. You get to choose it. You get to choose if it's miserable or not. For example, you can have so many problems and so many bad things happening in life, but you need to learn how to cope with it. Meaning, you need to learn how, where you could still have that depression still, but you can still have a life too. Awesome. You can't just think depression, I then I don't do nothing now. Like, you can't. You gotta live life like regular people. Sadly, people definitely don't know. Like, most people don't know who have depression because most people have depression, not all, but most don't tell people because they're scared. Sadly, that's how the world is. Because you tell the wrong person certain words, I'm not gonna say no words, but if you say certain words that are dangerous, let's say, but you don't mean it, and you know you don't mean any of the words, you're just saying stuff because you are upset and depressed, please don't say it to the wrong person, because they'll call the cops on you. And they'll be like, well, he or she said this to me, and then the cops are going to come to your house, and then you're going to have a big old problem. You don't want that, okay? So please watch what you say, definitely with your depression, because when you're depressed, I know you can say the most crazy stuff. You can say the most depression stuff in the world. So be careful with that. You gotta be very careful. Definitely. But when you're depressed, like, if you're just depressed, like, just depressed for like a day or something because of a certain situation, no, don't worry about it. It'll get better. If you have like serious depression where it's like, it's a daily fight, just fight. Just keep fighting. Don't give up. Don't let the depression win. Don't let it win. You gotta fight. And sadly, people will not accept, people are not going to understand that you can't control your depression, but you can literally have depression for years. It takes people sometimes years to actually get it all the way, like, to get it all the way gone. It's never gonna go all the way gone in a day or two. And if it does, then you do not have depression. Okay. That was just a bad day. Because, like, if you're depressed for like a day or two, that's not depression. Even if you're depressed for like 4 days, no. Like, to be honest, I don't even think you if you were depressed for a week, to be honest, and then that's it, and then you're done, that's not depression. You're just depressed. That's what people get confused. Depressed and depression. I'm gonna make another video about that though. I think I did, but maybe YouTube might have took it off. I don't really know. I haven't made a video in so long. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna start making more videos. So, and also, for example, if you really are depressed, try not to be alone. Meaning, I think I said this already, but I mean, like, try not to be alone at all, in all floors. Like, if you gotta sleep over a family member's house or a friend's, just because you don't know, then go do it. The worst time to be alone is when you have depression. Depression turns into other stuff, and I'm not going to say, but it turns to other stuff, sadly. So this is some advice. I'm probably gonna make some more videos. I swear I had more videos about depression or something on here, but I'm not sure if YouTube took them off. I don't even know if they tell you when they take off your videos. I don't know. Please someone tell me in the comments if YouTube does that, where they just take them off and they don't tell you about it. Please tell me in the comments. I don't know much about it yet, so thank you for watching my video. And please subscribe, like, and comment. And please share and tell your friends about my videos. Okay. Bye!